Hi folks, Clay here, and time for another Chalk Talk. And today I want to share with you a model that I use quite frequently in my coaching and in sort of self-coaching as well. And it's a four-step process for success. Now, it's January, and I know many of you have probably have your goals set out for 2015, your New Year's resolutions, or whatever you want to call them. But we've got our goals. There's some goals that you want to attend to in 2015, and hopefully you're well on your way to making those goals a reality for yourself. But in case you're stuck, or in case you want to, clarify or reclarify or recalibrate, I just wanted to share with you this process that I use for coaching, self-coaching myself, and when I'm coaching other folks. So it's a very simple process, very simple model. First step in that is to identify what it is that you want. And for this, you need to be specific about what it is that you want. So, what does this thing look like, sound like, feel like, taste like, and smell like? And the more that you could bring this thing alive in your imagination, the better. So, if you can visualize it and bring it alive in your five senses, so that you have a clear understanding of what it is that you want, the more likely you are to get the thing that you want. So a lot of times we want something, we have a goal, but we're not specific about what it is. Then it makes it harder for us to achieve the success because we don't know exactly what it is that we want. But to make this model work, you have to know exactly what it is that you want. And the more specific you are, the better. The second step is to identify what's stopping you from getting it. So, what's stopping you from getting the thing that you want to get? So, typically, let's say we think about the obstacles. This is the bit where you're looking at the obstacles. So, what are the things that are standing in your way or stopping you from doing what it is that you want to do? Typically, it is things like time, money, maybe knowledge, some of the skills, so resources. So we aren't able to create any momentum because we feel that any one of these things are in our way. They're blocking your progress. They're stopping you from going for what it is that you want. Now, this always reminds me of a quote by Henry Ford, who said that obstacles are the things that we see when we take our eye off the goal. So look up, keep your mind focused on the goal at this particular point in time. So you identify the obstacles are there, but don't forget about the goals. Otherwise, because sometimes we look at the obstacles and it stops us from even attempting the goal because we'll get so stuck with our minds focused on the obstacle and forget the reason why and what we ultimately want to achieve. So the third step out of that is what are you going to do about it? So you know the obstacles there, you identified it. So what are you going to do about these obstacles? And again, you want to be specific here in terms of how you plan to address the obstacles that you have identified. And I think it's key here to think in small steps. A lot of times the problem or the obstacle can seem big and insurmountable because they're just huge. And then we think we've got to sort of fix it all in one day or achieve it all in one day. And if we can't see a way to achieve it quickly, then we don't start again. And we're in that sort of stall period. So break it down into smaller steps. Don't try and eat the elephant all at one time. So do it one bite at a time, and then you'll get there. So it's all about creating this momentum. So you create the momentum. If you know what it is you want, you know what's stopping you, and then break this thing down into smaller goals so that you get some momentum going. And the fourth part of this process is to take action, and take action today. So a lot of times, what I found in my experience is that we'll go through this model, you've identified it, and you know the obstacles are, and oh yeah, well, I'll start next week. But no, you should start today. And again, if you make it and you break it down into smaller steps, then you can begin to get, even if it's something like maybe one of the steps is just do some research on the internet, hop on the internet and do some research. That's a step. That's a step that's taking you that much closer to the thing that you want. Or maybe it's you've identified a book on the subject on Amazon. So hop on Amazon, order the book, and then read the book so you can get more ideas. But any step that moves you towards your goal, the better. And remember, it doesn't have to be massive. It can be something small as hopping on the internet, or getting your pad of paper out and sketching out the next steps that you're going to take. But take action, and take action today. So to summarize, there's 4 parts to this. What it is that you want, so identify it clearly. What's stopping you from getting it? And then what are you going to do about it? And then the last thing, of course, is to take action. Take action today. All right, folks. Thanks and good luck getting the thing that you want to get.